You just heard from former President Donald Trump in Glendale, Arizona, who promised a special guest tonight, and unlike Kamala, he actually delivered. A Kennedy, not the type of guy you'd expect to see at a MAGA rally, but today, he shook up the presidential race by announcing he was suspending his campaign and endorsing Trump.
Tonight, I'm very pleased to welcome a man who has been an incredible champion for so many of these values that we all share, and we've shared them for a long time. I don't think too many of you people have heard of him. He's very low-key. He's a very low-key person, but he's highly respected. He is a great person. I've known him for so long. For the past 16 months, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. I don't think I've ever introduced anyone that got applause like he just got. I must tell you, I don't think it's true. I don't think I've ever introduced anybody that got applause like that.
RFK Jr. had some thoughts. Listen.
Call from the president. And we talked about, not about the things that separate us because we don't agree on everything, but on the values and the issues that bind us together. And one of the issues that he talked about was having safe food and ending the chronic disease epidemic. Our children are now the unhealthiest, sickest children in the world. Don't you want healthy children? And don't you want the chemicals out of our food? And don't you want the regulatory agencies to be free from corporate corruption? And don't you want a president that's going to make America healthy again?
The Republican Party's united, plus the Kennedy faction and any independents he brings along for the ride. Kennedy's not the one who abandoned the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party abandoned him.
I attended my first Democratic convention at the age of 6 in 1960. And back then, the Democrats were the champions of the Constitution, of civil rights. I left that party in October because it had departed so dramatically from the core values that I grew up with. It had become the party of war, censorship, corruption, big pharma, big tech, big ag, and big money.
Democrats used to be the party of democracy, and now they're hiding an ailing president, orchestrating a palace coup, and anointing a puppet who's never won a single primary. RFK Jr.'s running mate, she knows the deal.
Kamala Harris is dangerous to me because she is the ultimate puppet for an organization that has, I believe, since President Obama, not actually run real people. Mm-hmm. They have selected amongst a very small group of individuals that they can control and dictate policy over.
Kennedy dropping out and endorsing Trump could spoil the machine's party. They can't argue with Kennedy and what he's saying, so they attacked the medical condition that afflicts his voice.
This was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And trying to get any logic out of that is good luck with that. Because it's, one, you can't understand what he says. Two, if you can, you can't understand what he says. And I'm reminded of a line in Mel Brooks's Blazing Saddles when somebody gets up and gives an indecipherable speech. He says, who can argue with that? That's authentic frontier gibberish.
The Trump campaign says in the battlegrounds, where RFK's been polling between 3% and 5%, his vote will split and break for Trump. In states like Arizona, RFK leaving translates to about 40,000 votes swinging to Republicans, 20,000 swinging to Republicans in Georgia. Now, last election, those states were decided by a lot less. If this election's a squeaker, the RFK factor could decide it.
This could squeak. This could be the toughest election because if Pennsylvania doesn't go the Democratic way and North Carolina doesn't go that way, it's tough. It's really tough.
Now, a honeymoon ends when a couple has their first fight. RFK Jr. dropping out might have been Kamala's first fight. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.